Now I thought today, because we're on a sort of Christmas holiday period, maybe you've got the kids, keep them amused, or you just want to make something really Christmassy, how about Peeping Santas? Or you can call them chocolate and strawberry Santas. They're really easy to make and they taste great. So keep your kids occupied, enjoy yourself, serve them to your guests, and it'll be lovely. Merry Christmas. So for making up these Santa Claus, I'm just going to go through the ingredients I'm going to use. Now I've got my strawberries here. I've got 12 large strawberries. So I'm aiming to make 12 Santas. Now what we're going to do with the strawberries is at the bottom, the fat part, just cut a little slice off so you make it flat so it mounts on the chocolate base. And with the peak, the little sharp bit, just chop that a little bit. That's going to be the hat. So, you know, you've got the body and you've got the hat, and cut it flat so it sits on the chocolate base. Now with your strawberries, do wash them and dry them thoroughly so, you know, they're ready to eat. You put them in your mouth, delish. Now for the bases, I've chosen to use these ones after 8 mints. I mean, you know, Christmas time you might have those. Otherwise, you could use like large chocolate buttons. Whatever you've got, you know, use what you need to use and what you've got. Now, we're also going to use this mixture here. This is like going to create the face and the beard. Now, for that, we're going to use Philadelphia cheese. I'm using light cheese. The whole tub, 180 grams. The same amount of icing sugar, so 180 grams, and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So just mix those in a bowl, and that is your mixture. That's going to be the face and the beard. Now, when you've made that mixture up, put it in the fridge to keep it nice and cool. So when you're not using it, leave it in the fridge. Now for making the boots, I've got blueberries. So, you know, obviously we're making 12 Santa Claus. You're going to need 24 boots. So, you know, pick them out and, you know, get the right size for your boots, matching preferably. Chocolate chips. Now, I've got dark ones and I've got some light ones. The dark ones I'm going to use for the eyes. The light ones I probably use for the nose, if I can. Now, some of those chocolate chips I'm going to put in a separate bowl, pop them in the microwave, you know, a minute and a half. Once they've melted, that is almost going to be like the glue to stick the strawberries to the base. So, you know, obviously we need some for the eyes. The rest of them, you can use it as like, you know, a chocolate glue. Coconut. Now, I've got the coconut here, desiccated coconut, sort of thing you put in your cakes. That is really good for helping to create the beard effect. So once you've got the cheesy mixture and you've got the beard there, you sort of dip it in this sort of coconut and it just makes it look a little bit more authentic. So really, that's all the ingredients. And what we're going to do next of all is to get the strawberries, chop the bottom off so it's nice and flat, chop the peak off, and then we're going to start mixing up this cheesy mixture with the vanilla and the icing sugar. Now with the strawberries, just got myself a plate there, and what I'm going to do is just cut a little piece off. You don't need very much, so it's a base and it stands up. And also at the same time, we've got the hat there, so that one goes with that one. Do that with all the rest. Now I've got my strawberries and we've cut the bottom so it sits on the base, and we've got the little hat there. So done that with all 12 of those. Now next thing I'm going to do is get myself a bowl, and we're going to start mixing up the Philadelphia cheese with the icing sugar and the vanilla extract. So I've got myself a bowl, and let's just get the Philadelphia cheese. I'm just going to stick that in there like that. Carefully put in the icing sugar, and also roughly half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. My one's got little seeds in it because I always find, you know, quite nice and tasty with the seeds. Now just gently mix this with a wooden spoon and kind of get it all mixed together. Now with that mixture, if you think it's a little bit runny, you can always add a little bit more icing sugar just pop some of that in, mix it up, and then what you want to do, once you've got it all mixed up, put it in the fridge, keep it nice and cool. There you go. That's pretty much done. Let's pop that in the fridge. Now what I'm going to do next of all, got it all laid out, is we're going to melt these chocolate chips. So the ones in this bowl, I've separated them, put them in the microwave, medium heat for about 1 minute, maybe 1.5 minutes. So I'm just going to pop the chocolate chips in there. Now let's set the timer, 1.5 minutes, power level 50%, so half. Start it off, let it sort of, you know, cook away, and then that should be ready to go, and that's going to be the glue. So, you know, melt that, and then we're ready to go. Now I've got my chocolate chips, and they've been in there for 1.5 minutes. Careful, because that is a little bit hot. I just let mine settle down a little bit, but look at that. That chocolate is all melted. That's the perfect glue. So now we've got the chocolate melted, I'm going to get on and assemble these Santa Claus. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of that mixture in that bowl there, and the rest of it just going to pop in the fridge, keep it nice and cool. So we're going to start making up Santa Claus. Now we want to start with his beard because, you know, I think that's quite an important detail. Now what we're going to use for the beard, I've got the sort of mixture, the Philadelphia with the sort of sugar mixture, and I'm going to grab myself a spoon. What I'm going to do is just grab some of that, like that. And we start off, put it on top, and just let it dribble down a little bit, almost like into a V shape. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's absolutely perfect. And then what you can do is roll that in that coconut, and then you can always shape it, get the final shape. If you want to get like a V shape, look at that, looks like a beard already. And that was so simple. Get a bit of, you know, the chocolate. Now I'm just gonna like wipe down the bottom there, pop that on the back. Leave a little bit of room for the boots, because we can put a boot either side. But look at that, nice and simple. He's starting to look like Father Christmas already. There you go, I've got me 12 Father Christmases. They've all got their beards. Now, what I'm going to do next is to put the feet on there. Now, I've got me chocolate. Obviously, we melted that in the microwave. Now, what I'm going to do is, for each one, I'm just going to stick like a little cocktail stick in there. Just quickly dip it in the chocolate, and that will help it to stick. And, you know, put 2 boots for each of the Santa Claus. So I do that with all the rest. Now, what we've also got to do is, with the actual Father Christmas body, grab that and just wipe a little bit of chocolate at the bottom. Don't need a lot. Just put it there, put it against the feet. And again, do that with all 12 of them. So when you pick it up, it doesn't all fall everywhere. Now with the Santa Claus, we've got the beard, we've got the boots, they're on the base, and they're all stuck together. Now with this mixture, this is a sort of creamy mixture with the sugar, I actually popped it in the freezer, really as cooled down quickly as possible. Now what I am going to do is just put a little splodge on each one. That's it, just doing the last one there. So get a little splodge on each. Now what we need to do is put the hats on. It doesn't matter who gets what hat. Main thing is just squash it down a little bit. Leave a little bit of a place for putting the eyes. They're all a bit unique, individual, like a masterpiece. Not sure about that one. But anyway, let's get the eyes. Now for the eyes, obviously we can pop it on. A couple of eyes there. Like that. And if you can, get one of the chocolate ones in the middle. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Now what I am going to do is just spread a little bit more of this coconut on top. Make it look a little bit more Christmassy. Oh, look at that. Looks like they've got a beard, good moustache and eyebrows. That looks scrummy. Put that in the fridge, let it cool down, and then when your guests arrive, serve it up and you'll have something delicious. Merry Christmas. Now I've got these Santas all made up. They've been in the fridge probably for about 15-20 minutes, and I am going to try one. I'm going to try this one here. Look at that. Look at that, all comes together. You've got the blueberries, the coconut. That looks good. I'm going to try that. I'm going to just bite half the body and the head off. It's delicious. It's nice and simple to make. It's good fun. Do it with the kids. It's strawberry, it's coconut, it's chocolate. Oh, that is good. I'm going to try it with that after 8 mint, see what that little bit of mint is. Oh, let's try that. Oh. Do you know, with that after 8 mint, it's lovely. Mint goes with chocolate, goes with strawberries. That is so good. And nobody will notice that I've taken one, apart from the fact I made a little one earlier. Look at him, he looks delish. A little bit different, but the same sort of thing. Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching all my videos over the years. And a big thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate, all the subscribers, people watch my videos, and those ratings you give me. I always look out for those. I'll see you again soon. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the original Naked Chef.